What's up? Welcome to the Vegas Benchwarmer Podcast. My name is Eric. He hate me 702. To my, damn it, because Jeremy's not here. Fuck me up. To my left with the UFC hat on, we got.
Oh, Mo. That's the first thing I kept thinking you were going to say.
Down below.
Sam over here.
All right. So Jeremy's gonna hop on at some point in time. I'm sure he probably overslept. Mo, we did not put your Twitter handle in there because your shit is private. So we did it. So there was kind of like no point.
Oh, yeah, I can throw it on there.
Okay, yeah. So
I didn't realize it was private.
Hold on. Yeah, but that's why we didn't put it on there. So I can re-edit that, re-download it. It's no big deal. My wife got what's call it? Her job to pay for Canvas. So that way she could edit stuff for like videos that she was doing on TikTok and other stuff. So
nice.
Sam, are you in a pose or are you frozen? Oh, okay.
I think you're just
I'm
thinking.
still here, sorry.
No, you're
My
good.
bad,
You're
my-
good. You're good. All right. So, I didn't even put the banners up, dude. I'm fucking tripping. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about Thursday night football. What'd you guys think of it?
I didn't get to
Thursday
watch
night
all of it,
football.
but
Kinda reminded
what
me.
I did see, Jefferson's got to hold on to that ball.
Can we comment on that rule for a second? That is the dumbest
Yes.
rule in all the sports. The whole fumble going into the end zone is a touchback, but if it goes out of bounds, you get it at the one. Like, that makes no sense. I think touchdown or end zone and
I'm
going
with
out
you. I'm
at the
looking it up
one
real quick just to make
should
sure.
go out at the one. I think for all of that. That is a turnover. I don't know. Seems kind of silly.
Okay, so there are three things that can happen on a fumble into the opponent's end zone. The defense recovers and gets the ball at the 20-yard line unless they run it out and establish possession outside of the end zone. Why did I say NFL rules and it bring me to Cora? Kansas, calm down. It's okay, Mom.
Cora is the new fucking Ask Jeeves. Well, I guess Ask Jeeves is fairly old, so there's no new any Ask Jeeves.
Oh yeah, I remember App Sheeps. That was so much fun.
I guess the new Google, but Google's still Google. So
Fumbling in the end zone, NFL operations. Okay, here we go. A fumble is any act. Yeah, we know what it is. Let's go ahead. Okay, so any player of the team can. Yeah, we got it for a league. Yep. When a fumble goes out of bounds between the goal lines, the following shall apply. If a fumble goes backwards out of bounds, the ball is next put into play in the inbound spot at the team that was last in possession. If a fumble goes forward and out of bounds, the ball is put in. Yeah. If it's fumbled on the team's own end zone and goes forward into the field of play, yeah. Hold on. When a fumble goes out of bounds in the end zone. If the ball is fumbled in the field of play and goes forward into the opponent's end zone and over the in-line or sideline, a touchback is rewarded to the defensive team. That's the rule you're talking about, right? Mo?
Yeah, that's the dumbest rule.
If it's a fumble in the team's own end zone on the field of play and goes out of bounds in the end zone, it is a safety. If the team provided it be sent, okay, got it. All right,
Like, that makes sense. Like, your own end zone being a safety.
Yeah.
That makes sense, kind of. But for it to be a turnover,
well, what would you want to happen?
put it at the one. If it were to go out of bounds at the one.
Okay, but would that kind of be unfair to the defense?
Not if you're fucking fumbling at the one. Like, how does the defense get the ball if you don't even recover it?
Okay, good point. I don't know. I could see that. I can see what you're saying. You know, the NFL has a lot of dumbass
or
rules.
put it at the 5 or some shit. I don't know. Like, I guess you maybe get a little punished for being a dumbass and fumbling, but like, for it to be like an inch or two to the left or right, you know, especially going over the pylon, like, you know, it deters players from doing athletic moves, you know, that make the game entertaining. You know, they're gonna be more I don't know. I guess they're not really gonna think about it, but it's
no. I get what you're saying. You're like, hey, they're gonna make sure they get in the end zone. So
it's like the Des Bryant catch, you know, like he was just fucking lunging forward, and that shit was a catch. But that's a topic.
We know it's a catch. We know the Calvin Johnson.
Everyone knows it's the catch.
Everybody knows it's a fun catch. I get what you're saying on this rule. I mean, granted, I don't even really want to get into that or talk about it because it's going to piss me off because there's so many rules that we don't understand that the NFL has. So I really don't want to change anything about it to make it harder for the refs. Because, like, first we got to figure out what's a catch. That's the most important rule for me.
Still haven't figured that out.
Yeah, outside of that, we got to, and, you know, some of the refs may be tripping because of all the new numbers and stuff. So I think I agree with you, but I think we should probably just leave it there for now. Because if we don't,
I know that shit's not gonna go anywhere, and I think they have probably bigger fish to fry before they get to that. But
okay, so
want to throw that out there.
No, I agree. That rule's
I want to see the comments. Where do the fans stand on this? I think there'll be a majority of that either don't understand that rule or wish it wasn't a thing.
I mean, realistically, I think if they're gonna do it, if we're gonna keep it, just make them have it at the 20. Just basically make it look like a fucking touchback, where you get the ball,
but you get to keep it.
Yeah, the offense gets the ball, but you get punished at the fucking 20.
Yeah,
you're still in field goal range. You're still in field goal range.
More rational. That seems more rational, right? That seems more rational.
But what happens if a defensive player punches it out and it goes out of bounds like that?
Okay, yeah. What happens if the defensive player is the last person to touch?
A kick in the nuts.
In that scenario, the defensive player is the last player to touch it, and I guess we got to do the defensive player gets the ball. See, that's where it gets fucking tricky.
Yeah, that's the only problem. Like, you're talking about the athletic moves, but what happens when the defense actually makes a play and it goes out of bounds? Like when the Seahawks and the Lions are playing on that Monday night, and the player just pushed the ball out of the back of the end zone.
Yeah, because sometimes that's a smart move. Because instead of you having to be able to recover it and try to jump on it, give them a chance to recover it, they just hit it out of the end zone. Yeah, see, that's where it gets touchy because then we're gonna have the fucking the referees being dumb and we're all gonna be pissed. There's gonna be clearly a guy touching the ball and throwing it out of bounds, and they'll be like, offense ball at the 20. So yeah.
There's no way to judge that rule, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. But can we say Kirk Cousins played pretty good?
Yeah, honestly, Kirk played very well for prime time. We during the prediction video, we really thought he was just gonna suck because primetime Kirk, but
yeah,
he did very well.
Yeah, he played extremely well. He gave them a chance. I mean, you don't ever want Kirk Cousins throwing the ball 44 fucking times. But they don't really have a running game. And then against that defense, you can't really help it. 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions.
Yeah, I noticed that 364 yards. He went 31 of 44.
I mean, they only ran the ball 9 times.
Yeah, well, they're a pass team. They're a pass first team. Like, Alexander Madison is not really the answer for Dalvin Cook, and I don't even know who Ty Chandler is.
But can you be a pass first team with Kirk Cousins?
You're gonna have to be. I mean, when he was in Washington, they were a pass first team.
Yeah, and they didn't go nowhere. And they traded him for Alex Smith.
Yeah. Did they trade him for Alex Smith?
Well, they didn't trade him for Alex Smith. They got Alex Smith from the Chiefs.
Yeah, because he left in free agency for the Vikings.
Yeah, and then he they might have traded him to the Vikings.
I thought he left in free agency.
Yeah, they might have traded him to the Vikings. But I'm looking it up right now.
Alrighty. But I agree with this comment too. The Eagles defense is kind of also slacking a little bit.
Oh yeah, the Eagles defense is really slacking. But that should be expected. They have 5 new they had 5 new defensive defensive starters. And
was it like most of them injured last night?
Yeah.
Or on Thursday night?
And then you have just from the off season.
Right now, I got booted.
Oh no, you're good. Sorry about that. Just from the off season, they lost 5 defensive starters.
Yeah.
Can you hear us, Mo? We can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you guys. I think I saw you guys were talking about the Eagles' defense. I was going to say this game kind of reminded me of the beginning of the Cowboys game where the defense was wrecking shop. I think the Eagles got like 3 fumbles like in the first 3 drives or some shit like that. So
it was nice.
In one part, they looked, like they kind of came out of a bat out of hell. And their offense was the one that was a little sluggish in the beginning. They even got booed, I think, at one point.
Yeah, they were getting booed.
But I guess don't take much in Philly to start.
No, they booed Santa Claus, guys.
They
booed Santa Claus.
No, they threw batteries at Santa Claus. They threw batteries at Santa Claus. That's a different level of we don't like you.
But to touch on what you said with their offense, their offense does not look good either weeks.
No,
they just got the tush push.
Have 5 turnovers within the first 2 games.
They just
I think they got 6.
They just push his ass in.
They have 6 turnovers within the first 2.
Yeah, they got a fumble and a pick 6 in New England, and then they got 4 fumbles in this game.
And he had a pick too, I think.
Oh no, Kirk Cousins didn't throw a pick.
Oh, there's
Jalen Hurts.
Oh no, I'm talking about So
Kirk Cousins threw no picks. He threw all of his last week.
Yeah.
But they have a turnover problem, and the Vikings have a fumbling problem, I'm noticing, because the Jefferson, Madison, Powell, and Cousins all fumbled during the game and lost. That's 4 fumbles they lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a good formula.
No, but with the Eagles, when you look at their schedule, it doesn't look like they don't have, like, they can lose the Jets, but we don't know what the Jets are with Zach Wilson. So the Dolphins is probably the first real test that they have. That's week 7. Come here, Mama.
Jets? Or who?
No, the Eagles. The first real test the Eagles have is week 7. So even though their offense doesn't look good right now, they have plenty of time to get that shit together. Because their defense is still playing somewhat legit, or teams are making stupid mistakes against them.
Right.
I'm not 100% which one it is. Because in both games, they let them get back in. There should have been no reason for either one of these teams to be in the game. And
the Patriots were able to get back after being down 16-0.
Yeah, and the Vikings got within 1 touchdown. And then basically they had to, and then the Eagles offense kicked in with their running game and DeAndre Swift and all that stuff. But outside of that, I thought the Vikings played extremely well, and I'm sad that they lost that game. Granted, they need to hold on to fumbles because they only fumbled once. They could have probably won. But I think
Commanders might give them fits. They always play them tough. One of those
the Commanders coming up. That's actually going to be a tough one, but not like a challenge like the Dolphins.
We don't know who the Commanders are yet.
I'm just saying, it's one of those weird games that always seems to be a muddled matchup. Yeah,
I get it. But in this scenario, it's just, to me, it's when you look at it, there's a lot of question marks they play. Like I said, the Jets, the Commanders, because of Sam Howell, who a lot of people think he is, they might be a tough out because they have a good defense, good running game, good weapons. But we don't know what they are. And right now they look bad, and they might just continue to vibe and continue to get better together. Offense,
keep feeding Brian Robinson.
Jets defense is legit, so we know that's going to be there. But again, they're playing Zach Wilson.
That's why he mentioned the defense only.
Yeah, but in that scenario, going against that defense, they might score 21 points on their own. They might. Hasn't Zach Wilson thrown like 4 interceptions or 5 interceptions in the game? Eric, watch your mouth.
Is he a Jets fan, Anthony?
So
sounds like he's a Jets fan.
The Vikings are going to be in trouble, in a lot of trouble. Hold on 1 second, guys. Candace, what is going on with you right now, babies? Are you okay? Stop trying to get in her room. No.
Yeah, well,
the birdie's in there. Stop.
The Vikings are now down 0-2. We know what it's like. We know how hard it is for a team to go 0-2 and then make the playoffs. Like, it's hard to do.
Definitely, it's gonna be
Well, yeah, it's hard to do, but they still have a shot because we know who's real in their division.
What, in the Vikings?
Yeah, in the North. So we have the Lions, the Packers,
unless
the
the
Bears.
Lions' magic run from last week continues.
So in that scenario, they definitely have still have a shot. No, he's a Washington fan. Okay. They definitely still, because I was talking about Sam Howell. We don't know who the fuck he is. They definitely have a shot at still being in the division. Because I mean, realistically, the Packers play the Falcons this week. Packers could lose. The Packers definitely could lose against the Falcons. We don't know if what really happened last week with Jordan Love and them is real or if it's
a fluke.
A fluke because they're playing the fucking Bears. So we don't know what the fuck's happening with the Bears. We all picked the Bears to win, but that doesn't mean shit. So, and then you got
things out this week.
The Lions. Like you could have a scenario where week 3, every team is 1-1 except for the Vikings. Or you can have a scenario where teams are 1-1 and then 2 teams are 0-2. So by the time we get to like even week 4, we could be in a 1-3, 2-2, a 2-2. And maybe even if the Vikings are 0-4, they still have a fucking shot. But at some point in time, they need to figure some shit out. Because, and the rumor has it, I don't know. Let me stop acting like rumor has it, like I know what the fuck I'm like. I have rumors.
Did you read the script?
I read the script. So from what what people are saying on like sports shows, ESPN and stuff like that, some of the analysts, if they're like 0-4, they may look at getting rid of Kirk Cousins and may just do an all-out tank.
Well, the only thing too about your coming back, like they are playing the Chargers next week, which I know is going to be something rough to deal with. Like that's not an easy task. Like they're Chargers, they're going to fumble it up as best they can, but that's still no easy test. I mean, we're looking at a 1-3 Vikings team because they're playing the Panthers after that, and that could be an easy win for them.
Yeah.
And then 1-3, realistically, depending on what everyone else is doing, because the Bears seem to have kind of a easy-ish schedule too, so they could easily come back from that 0-1 start. The Packers have a bit of a rough start, and the Lions kind of like they're rolling kind of easy too. So I mean, that could easily be rough for them in the beginning.
All of the teams, they all play the same teams except for 2.
I'm talking about just the beginning.
Oh, so yeah, that's what I'm saying. By the time we get to like week 5, but I don't know. I'm still saying the Vikings may be okay for now. They're not a reason to panic. Not yet.
Serious concern though. Not
yes,
panic, but serious.
The serious concern was losing to Baker Mayfield.
Yeah.
Because realistically, even if they beat Tampa last week, most of us would have had them losing to the Eagles, and we probably have them losing to the Chargers.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, realistically, them being 0-3 or 1-4 is not much different from what we probably would have had them at 2-2. So that's what I'm saying. Not concerned, yes, because you have a turnover problem, but not panicking yet. I think Vikings will make a call for a new running back. Who the fuck they gonna get?
Who's left in Kareem Hunt still out there?
They're gonna trade for Jonathan Taylor.
They had a running back.
Yeah, they let him go. So they could get Leonard Fournette or Kareem Hunt.
There was too many cooks in the kitchen. They had to let
Kareem Hunt is a good one. Kareem Hunt's a good one.
Yeah, he's still out there. He's still playing.
Yeah, Kareem Hunt's still out there. That motherfucker should never kick that fucking.
Is Frank Gore still around?
No, Frank Gore's boxing. Frank Gore's boxing now.
Yeah, he could come out of retirement.
He got knocked out by he got beat by Adrian Peterson.
Oh, boxing?
Yeah, Frank Gore's a boxer. Frank Gore and AP are boxing.
He fought AP?
I'm 90% sure.
Yeah, I thought he fought Adrian Peterson.
Yeah,
really?
Yeah.
How did I hear about this?
Yeah, and Peterson knocked him out.
Oh, I'm gonna have to watch.
No,
that.
And then hold on. Was it Frank? No, I know Adrian Peterson fought Le'Veon Bell. Who did Frank Gore fight in a boxing match?
Google.
I am, but I tried to see his.
So did Adrian Peterson knock out Le'Veon Bell then?
Oh, no, Le'Veon Williams knocked him out.
Oh yeah, Darren Williams beat Frank Gore. Yeah, he beat him. Yeah.
Oh, the basketball player Darren Williams. Right?
Le'Veon Bell slept Adrian Peterson. Le'Veon Bell has fucking talent, dude. Google Le'Veon Bell boxing. This motherfucker has talent. Like, he's been calling out Jake Paul and all of them, like, no, fight somebody that's really fucking good. Fight a real box. Because a lot of them box for their footwork.
Yeah, I liked Le'Veon Bell before he did his holdout.
He slept Adrian Peterson so fucking bad. Let me see. Present. I hate that they changed the fucking thing. I don't care. Share.
I found the fight, but it didn't.
There it is.
The headline. So why don't the one that call out Le'Veon Bell then?
That overhand right, I was just asking. Look, and
Or why don't he call out Jake Logan?
Jay, he has called out, but they're not gonna fight him.
No, they're not gonna fight him.
They're not gonna fight him. That's why Logan Paul is fighting Dylan Danis.
Isn't he past that point of fighting non-boxers now?
Who?
Logan Paul.
Well, Logan Paul, yeah. You mean Jake Paul?
Whoever the hell is boxing.
I don't know. Logan Paul is Logan Paul's fighting Dylan Danis. Logan Paul's not a real fighter. He's not a real boxer. He fights exhibition.
I don't know.
Yeah. He fights exhibition. Okay, so our aces beat that ass on
our aces.
Friday.
Whoa.
Well, I'm sorry, my aces. That's right. You're in Connecticut.
Connecticut, baby.
The Aces beat the Sky on Friday to open up the playoffs. Handily. It wasn't even really close. They handled the game most of the way.
Friday or on Wednesday?
It was on Friday.
You sure? Because I'm looking at ESPN. Wednesday, the Aces beat the Sky.
No, they play Wednesday the
game
20th if they need another game. No, it was Friday, Sunday, Wednesday. It's every 2 days.
No, game one was.
Game one was Friday.
Yeah, but they didn't play yesterday.
No. Oh, then they played Thursday?
Game one was Wednesday the 13th.
Thursday.
Shut the fuck up. Are you serious?
Do I need to show you my screen that I'm looking at?
No, you're good. You're good. I got it. I'm let me just shut the fuck up. Why did I think it was Friday?
It's just so confidently
the way you said it, like, threw me off.
Like,
yeah, it was Wednesday. Okay, it was 87.
Today? No, they're playing tomorrow. Yeah.
Yeah, they play Sunday. I could have swore it was fucking yesterday. I don't know why I thought it was yesterday. We were talking about it. We were literally talking about it when we were filming.
Yeah, we were. And that was Wednesday night. That was going on.
Exactly. Okay. I don't know what the fuck am I doing. I'm fucking. But they handled. I mean,
it was like the game about Lions and Chiefs that you thought you remember they lost.
Yeah, that's the problem. They beat them 20. I mean, it was 27-15 at the end of the first quarter. So the game was out of reach. Basically, the Sky should be happy that they're here because they lost Candace Parker and
thinking sweep.
Oh, easily second because it's only 3 out of 5.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like from what I'm looking at, like the Sun, like they kept it close, but then blew out the Lynx in the fourth.
Yeah,
the Aces blew out the Sky literally in the first quarter.
Yep.
The Liberty, I don't know what they blew out. They were dominant after the second and the third there.
That's going to go 3.
Wings were the only close one.
The Wings, it wasn't close at halftime. So at halftime, the Wings were winning by 21 points, or the Dream were winning by 21 points. I think it was 41-20.
41 to hold on.
Yeah,
I'm pulling out a calculator.
Go, yeah, and yeah. What was it?
36 plus 13. Oops, I hit equals. Just read it. 36 plus 13.
No, it was at some point in time in the game. It was 41-20 with 2 minutes left to go. Not at the end of the second quarter.
Yeah, I was like, it was that.
Yeah. But because I think it was with 2 minutes left in the game.
They were tied at 49 at half. So the Wings had to have had a huge comeback there.
They did.
Right before half.
Hold on, let me pull it up.
Because it looks like they were down 36-21 in the first. And then it would make sense if the 13 points they put up in the second were all.
Yeah, so 36-21. So it was 41-20. It was like 41 to something. I'm trying to pull it up right now to see where.
Yeah, we're doing some quick maths over here.
Yeah. but it's the largest comeback in WNBA playoff history. I got it because I saw it this fucking morning when I was, oh, where the just go to WNBA.
Down but never out. The Chicago Sky mounted the largest comeback in WNBA history on Tuesday.
20-point
with a 28-point comeback against the Las Vegas. Nope, that's not it.
No,
that was the other day. Playoff history.
The Dream were beating the Wings by 20 points early in the second tie.
Yeah,
early in the second quarter, and then it was tied at halftime. So it's the largest comeback in a playoff in the playoffs, not in the WNBA period, but just in the playoffs.
Good to see you continuing to cover sports and teams that don't matter after you started with the Raiders loving host.
What are you smoking, Eric, in Vegas? Good to see
that
you.
gas.
Hey, you liked the damn. You even you said that when we went to the game, the stadium was kind of packed. I'm telling you, it was more packed for that stadium than it was the G League. G League fucking sucked.
I don't get why anyone wants to go see the G League.
So we got free tickets.
I don't get. I won't blame you on free tickets, but like, what else is there?
Well, so right now the number one overall pick, projected overall pick, is playing for the G League. So our G League team is not a normal G League team. That's why we get all the stars.
You said he looked bad. So
we're like, they did look bad, but that's because we didn't have the fucking overall pick on the team.
And they're playing Australians. There's no rules. Just
yeah, they're playing Australians, which were pro team. Australia. So it's literally they're playing. Our G League unit plays some G League teams, and they play pro teams overseas.
Oh yeah, wasn't what's his name? The guy who just got drafted by the Hornets. Wasn't he there too?
Yeah.
Brandon Miller.
Yes, Scoot Henderson, who got drafted by Portland. He was there. Brandon Miller went to Alabama.
And they had some other guy that got drafted by can't remember. But they've had
Jalen Green was there too.
Oh, was he?
Yeah. They had some other guy that was drafted by Minnesota. I forgot who the fuck that was too.
Yeah.
They showed us. They showed us, but I didn't care. He was there, and even like when he was there, they showed him off, and he didn't even stand up and wave or nothing. He was just like, "Fuck y'all bitches, get me the fuck out of here." He ain't want to be here. Funnily though, I kept yelling, "Put the damn white boys in," because we had these two white dudes that were on our team, and every time they came in, the lead shrank. It was immediately like 20-point lead them, 9-point lead, white boys are in. White boys go out, jumps back up to 20 points. I was like, we need their fundamentals. What else did I have? Okay. So let's go ahead and do some quick takes. What did I do? God damn it. Wrong thing. Exit full screen there. Yes. Okay. So quick takes, real quick. Did anybody happen to see the Dylan Danis and Logan Paul face-off that happened a couple days ago?
No, was it good?
When you put Logan Paul in any title, I look away. I don't really care about him.
It was those two basically having a bitch fight, but some candid shit came out. They were talking shit the whole time. They really didn't talk much about the fight. Dylan Danis kept saying that Logan Paul is going to gas out because his arms are too big and he's just going to wait. So in my prediction of this fight is Dylan Danis is just going to sit back and let him punch for the first 2 or 3 rounds, and then he'll start trying to pick him apart. Logan Paul also sent a spy into Dylan Danis's camp during his warm up, his training and sparring, and Dylan Danis knows it. So nobody knows if the video that Paul had is real or if Dylan Danis was just acting like he didn't know what the fuck he was doing because he knew there was a spy in the camp. Of course, funny. He talks shit about the hose. He talks shit about his wife, the cease and desist order. They talk shit about Dylan Danis's dad dying. So it was just two normal.
I'm sorry. Wait a minute.
Yes, Logan Paul bring up Dylan Danis's dad dying.
All right. Yeah. Well, this is going to be my prediction for every one of his fights. I hope he gets knocked the fuck out.
I do too.
Cross the line there with that one. Don't ever bring someone's father who passed away into this random bullshit that he's starting.
Yes. So it was like 20, 30 minutes. Dylan Danis was going after the host too. What's up, Good Old Boy Fantasy Football? Make sure you guys check them out. They do really good stuff on fantasy. If you're watching fantasy, playing fantasy, and need some help, watch some of their videos. But it was Dylan Danis was even going after the motherfucking host because he's like, you don't even fucking like me, bitch. So, and it was kind of like the host was kind of on Logan's side. Logan did bring out the security guard that choked out Dylan Danis. The bouncer that choked him out. So Logan did bring him to the thing. That was kind of funny. But outside of that, it was kind of stupid. Sam, what's your quick takes this week? You got any quick takes you want to talk about?
Where did he get choked out?
Quick takes.
Danis got choked out by a bouncer. Yes.
I can talk baseball for a minute. I mean, I think everyone's starting to get eliminated, coming up because the season's about to end. I think, we're going to see everyone start to peter out during the end of the season here. And we're going to come down to the last 5 teams, hopefully soon. And honestly, I think we're going to see, the Braves sweep through the National League as well, because they're already the only team that's clinched a playoff spot in all of Major League.
Jeremy would love that because Jeremy loves the Braves.
I know they're such a great looking team. I've been watching them since the Mets are a dumpster fire at the moment.
That's okay.
They are sweeping through the league right now, basically. So,
are both New York teams sucking this year?
Yes, they are. The Yankees are bad. Yeah, and the Orioles too. They've been really falling off right now.
Wait, that's like the whole fucking. What about the Red Sox? That's almost a whole fucking division.
Yankees and Red Sox are both kind of teetering out. It's the Rays and the Orioles right now in the front.
Orioles are no longer good. They were good for most of the year, right?
The Orioles were good for most of the year?
Yeah, they've been good most of the year. They're on a 4-game losing streak right now.
Okay.
The Rays are about to overtake.
I caring about baseball when my Angels started or didn't do anything.
Yeah, the Angels are probably going to get eliminated this week if I had to guess.
I'm a Royals fan.
Man, they got eliminated when they started waving off their players in middle season.
What are they going to do with Trout? What are they going to do with those two?
Ohtani's probably going to leave.
There's rumors that they're going to trade Trout. They should trade Trout because they didn't trade Ohtani, and he's just going to walk free. They need to get some back.
Well, there's a lot of rumors that the Mets are going to sign Ohtani and this new Japanese rookie.
He's going to the Yankees, buddy.
Who?
Ohtani.
Where's he going?
The Yankees. The Yankees are going to throw every dollar at him.
I think their roles have switched now in New York because the Yankees really haven't thrown money at anybody recently.
Watch.
The Mets
I don't think people trust the Mets, though. The Mets don't have the prestige that the Yankees have. Everybody, it's like
but the Yankees stopped throwing money at everybody.
That's because they became smart, but they don't throw money at this motherfucker.
I don't know. Like they're throwing all their eggs in a different basket here.
Oh, I heard he cleaned out his Angels lock. Yeah, he's done. He's gone.
Their season's basically over this week.
That doesn't surprise me. Baseball.
Same with the Mets. Unless they really start rattling off all their wins, both of those teams are going to be out this week.
Baseball's such a hard.
No, it'll come down to Dodgers, Braves in the National League.
You know what? I really hope it. I think so too, but I really hope the Reds make a deep playoff run because that new rookie Ellie De La Cruz, he is something else.
Dynamic.
I just like the
name
Reds.
The Reds.
I just like the Cincinnati Reds. I don't know why. I just love that team.
There's only one thing I don't like about them. There's still Mr. Met with a mustache.
Oh, yeah.
That's their mascot. It's just Mr. Met with a mustache.
Yeah, but it's just such a cool fucking. I don't know why. I've always liked their
any mustache, but a pervy mustache.
Yeah, the Reds do have very nice jerseys. I'm glad that they're doing good this year. Like that's
they have that black jersey nowadays too. It's pretty cool.
That black jersey is sweet. Yeah, that's the team I like to play when I play the show.
What, the Blue Jays?
The Reds. Yeah, no, the Reds. Yeah, just because of the fact that I like their jerseys.
They're really
just
cool.
Look so clean. Mo, what's your quick take? What do you want to talk about? What do you want to get off your chest?
I guess I can let the people know we may have some inside info on the Sugar Sean, I guess maybe giving a title shot to Cheeto Vera. Ran into him and his trainer at the hotel and asked him, what the likelihood of that may be. And obviously he can't confirm anything, and they maybe, blowing smoke to him, but he said that it's pretty likely that he gets the title shot. So maybe December would be when they would line that up for. So that'd be a great title shot if they don't give Aljo the rematch. So something to look forward to.
I don't know. What do you think about that? I think
Cheeto's an exciting fighter. They're both good fights. I think the way it ended maybe wouldn't be why they give Aljo the immediate rematch. That might be why they're trying to make the Cheeto fight first, and then if he, I guess, beats him, then Aljo will get the rematch after he has a comeback fight of his own. Maybe that's the way they want him to redeem himself.
But the way it ended, to me, is a perfect reason for a rematch. It was a one punch. Like, it was a shot that just landed cleanly. It's not like he.
I think it would have been like a split decision. Then
I get it.
Would have given it to him.
But it's not like he got dominated. It was just.
It was kind of early, so maybe that's the way they looked at it. Like, oh man, you didn't even take him to deep waters, like you thought you were.
No, I get it.
By the way, I just got that update about the Otani. He did clean out his locker. Bleacher Report just said it like 2 hours ago.
Oh, that's just because Japanese are meticulous. He does that every day. Fucking.
He said that with no fucking issue.
No hesitation on that one.
Yo, you remember the World Cup soccer team? They fucking cleaned all that shit up.
Yeah, they cleaned everything. I remember
it all nice and neat. He fucking had to sanitize that bitch, yo. Sanitation day.
He's ridiculous.
We'll hear from the Angels later about that.
So, basically, breaking news. You heard it first from Mo. Sterling is probably not getting the rematch.
Like I said, but if it does come to fruition, where you heard it first. So.
Well, it's like the UFC. You don't really see smoke. We already knew that was a possibility because of what happened when they fought before, and the UFC is about entertainment.
Yeah. And I think he's just on the trajectory right now where
they did fight before, right? I'm just not making that up.
Yeah, I believe Cheeto handed him his first out.
Yeah, that's what I think it was. So that they're going to do that, just like what they did with Pereira. So they're going to sell the shot, and he's good. They're both good, so it should be a good fight. I just really like Aljamain Sterling.
Yeah, I like him too. I know, like you said, how they operate, and sometimes they don't.
It's easier to sell that fight.
They don't have the fighter's best interests at heart.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, they'll say they do, but they want to also, like you said, make an entertaining fight, so they'll sacrifice that.
Okay, so Anthony Bryce's quick take is every NFL quarterback that got paid looks like shit, and he is 100% correct.
Yeah, that's a very very good quick take.
He is. They all look bad. They all look bad. I mean, we know Daniel Jones looks like shit, but I mean, we knew we
knew that out of Daniel Jones.
Yeah, we already knew that though, but we knew that was gonna happen. You see what I'm saying? We knew he wasn't big. He wasn't good anyway. Who else was it? Oh, Joe Burrow looked like shit. Lamar Jackson didn't look really bad.
He'll still have like 6 good games to where maybe he'll give people hope.
Lamar is unfortunate with his team because they keep getting hurt, as we were mentioning too.
And I mean, Jalen didn't look good either.
Jalen doesn't look good. Over here on Twitch, Allen, he always makes bad decisions when he's playing quarterback.
Oh, this is the problem with Josh Allen. This is the issue with Josh Allen. I agree with you. This is the issue with Josh Allen. Josh Allen is a fucking gunslinger. We need to stop that. We have certain people in the NFL every single generation. So, like, you had your meticulous fucking person in Peyton Manning, the guy that like the IQ, the quarterback guru, all that fucking shit. And then you had like the prototypical fucking pocket passer and Tom Brady, who was good, got the ball out, short, whatever. But then you had Ben Roethlisberger, and he was a fucking gunslinger. Josh Allen is more like Ben Roethlisberger. He's more like Ben Roethlisberger and Brett Favre and fucking Phillip Rivers and Tony Romo. Then he is like Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Drew Brees, Andrew Luck. He's more like that than he is. He's a gunslinger. He thinks he can make every throw, and he's a superhero. He has a superhero mentality. So, like, yeah, he makes some dumbass decisions, but you got to win and die by him. You're going to win and die by him.
Yeah, Josh Allen is not a Jay Cutler. No one's ever going to be a Jay Cutler because Jay Cutler gave up on NFL like years into his career. Like, he gave up real quick, and you saw it on the Bears. You saw it on the Dolphins. You saw it everywhere he went. He didn't care.
Jay Cutler has never been described as one of the top quarterbacks in the league. I don't think there was ever a 2-year period of time that he was one of the top quarterbacks in the league. Herbert looked pretty decent. Herbert did
slightly
look
better
decent.
than Jay Cutler.
Yeah. Josh Allen. Josh Allen is just, that's him. Everybody's like, oh, he's got to rein it in. No. And that's I can tell you, like, there are certain, like, when I remember when Patrick Mahomes, I know they're like, when he was doing something and my wife got mad and she was like, why the fuck is he doing that? I'm like, stop it now. Because if he doesn't do that, he doesn't do the left-handed fucking first down pass. He doesn't do the pass behind his fucking back. He doesn't do the look both ways pass. All the shit that we love about Josh Allen. If you take his aggressiveness away, we don't see that. So, yeah, there's going to be some games where he looks like shit and he should have lost to the Jets. I said that. I think the Bills contending window is done with this team. But Josh Allen's going to be around and he may get a Super Bowl. But, I would rather have him than a lot of other quarterbacks in the league.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I think we're making too much out of this. I don't think he's like a Dak Prescott. Yes, why did Josh Allen throw into fucking triple coverage? Because the motherfucker can make the throw. And he thinks that he can have that shit go. And sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't. Exactly.
He's not bad. And he makes bad decisions, but he's not a bad quarterback. So I think he's still going to do fine. He's going to be great. It's just he needs to work on that decision making.
But this is the thing. He's not going to. Because if you take that decision making and make that work, some of those passes he's not going to throw. That he should.
He'll lose some of that magic. Yeah.
Exactly.
They'll lose the magic, yes. But if they want to contend, he's going to need to reel it in just a smidge. Like triple coverage to Gabe Davis? No. Triple coverage to Stephon Diggs? Maybe.
Yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah, that, triple coverage to Stephon Diggs, yes, triple coverage.
Because, you can really think about it. Matt Ryan would throw – Julio Jones would be covered like glue, and Matt Ryan would still throw it up, and Julio comes down because he's that kind of player. If he threw it to Mohamed Sanu, we're not making that throw because I'm sorry, but he's not the same talent.
Nope, I see what you're saying. I get what you. I just always think it's a tricky thing when you want some of these people to like. He's not. I think he will still contend. I just think they need to remake that team. I do agree that he keeps running into people, and he does, and he won't stay on the field. I completely agree with that. We saw that happen with Cam Newton. We've seen that happen with a lot of big quarterbacks. But I think what they end up doing is they go through a small rebuild for a year, and then they focus more on the running game.
Yeah,
I think after the season,
James Cook as their
I think after the season they're trading Diggs. I don't think Diggs makes it past in another season here.
Well, he's been just for the past few years now, hasn't he?
Yeah, I think that starts the rebuild. That one, and they may not be like not a playoff team or a sucky team.
I don't even think it's going to be a full rebuild. Honestly, it might just be a retool here.
Yeah, retool is a better way. Yeah,
because honestly, even if James Cook is still their guy too, like you could still go out and get a Kareem Hunt because Nyheim Hines I think is out for a while. Latavius Murray's still a pretty decent running back, and Damon Harris is a young guy. I mean, he's all right.
Damon Harris is nothing. You don't.
And yes, the Bills are a cursed franchise, but we got to go based off of what's going on in front of us too.
Bills. Allen is on the Bills. Last time I checked, a cursed franchise. They dangle hope and rip it away. Did you take nothing?
Oh, speaking of that, I mean, I'm a Falcons fan. I know what that's like.
Mo's a Cowboys fan. He knows what that's like too. Shit.
I think they
Cowboys think.
So speaking of which, though, I want to talk about something I see on Twitter here that was posted by Eric over there. His top 5 players to never win a Super Bowl.
Yes.
I like your list, but I honestly think Larry Fitzgerald deserves to be up there.
No, I don't.
You don't think so?
This is the problem that I have. I saw, and that's how it started was with Larry Fitzgerald.
Top 5 players to never win a Super Bowl.
Yeah. So I'm looking at his top 5, and I love I like his list. Like, he's got Randy, he got LaDainian, Jim Kelly, Dan Marino was number 1, which I absolutely agree with.
So I have Dan Marino, Barry Sanders.
Who's top 5 are you talking about? Talking about your top 5?
Yeah.
His top. So, I'm on Twitter right now just scrolling.
Okay. Yeah, to never win a Super Bowl. I had Dan Marino, Barry Sanders, Randy Moss, LaDainian Tomlinson, and Jim Kelly. And that's the problem.
Good. I was thinking of.
I can't put Larry Fitzgerald over any of them. That's maybe Jim Kelly, but the motherfucker went to 4 Super Bowls.
The other person I was thinking of is Junior Seau.
Maybe. I could see that. I mean, there's a lot of defense.
Right,
Bruce Smith,
Calvin Johnson.
So this is the issue. He's not in my top 5 to not win a Super Bowl. You could put him in there, but are you putting him above Randy Moss?
No, honestly, I was gonna put him. What do you have, Jim Kelly as your
last one? I could see, Jim Kelly and LaDainian Tomlinson.
I was probably gonna squeak out Jim Kelly for Larry Fitzgerald personally.
Yeah,
here it is. Because Jim Kelly did bring his team to 4 Super Bowls and lost them all.
Wide right.
What's up?
Wide right.
Yes. But here's the thing with Larry.
Never even made a Super Bowl,
literally had more tackles than dropped passes. And I'm sorry, but that's something that you gotta love, especially with the quarterbacks he's been playing with too.
Yeah, no, I agree with you with that. I completely, and I know he made it to a Super Bowl, and I know they were almost close. And I mean, I know Larry Fitzgerald is a beast. I just I could see taking Jim Kelly off and putting Larry Fitzgerald on there because
everyone else
that was the one where I went through and immediately I said Dan Marino, Randy Moss, Barry Sanders, and then I sat back and thought, and I started going through my head, and I was like, LaDainian Tomlinson was one of the best players in the NFL for a fucking 3 to 4 years. They did get to the AFC Championship, but I mean, he had fucking stupid ass Martin Schottenheimer as a coach. And then he had and then he ended up having I hate Marty Schottenheimer, by the way. I just I hate that one.
Yeah, and then he went to the Jets to try to join them.
Yeah, with Rex Ryan and them. So I mean, I could even see a lot of people put, if you want to put Larry Fitzgerald up there, Calvin Johnson over Jim Kelly, I'm fine with that. Yeah, I'm fine with that. Just with that, Jim Kelly did something nobody else ever did, that nobody else has done in a while. And we may never ever.
I don't think we're ever going to see that again.
I don't think we've ever seen that
in a row.
4 straights and then lose all 4, and some of them were heartbreaking as fuck. And I mean, at one point, and then the motherfucker had cancer and beat cancer. I mean, I know that was later on in his life, but I mean, maybe that's why he could beat cancer, because he never won a Super Bowl. Maybe God was like, okay, motherfucker. But yeah,
this man lost 4 Super Bowls in a row. We could let him win this one.
Exactly. Tomlinson chose to stay on the poverty, but you can't. They weren't a poverty franchise when he was there. They were.
He had Antonio Gates, Philip Rivers.
Yes,
massive, a monster defense. There's
Sean Merriman led defense.
Yeah, Sean Merriman. Yeah, they were good, and nobody in the AFC West was good then, besides maybe Denver. Yeah, they got nowhere. And then remember, they had the AFC Championship against Peyton Manning, against I think it was.
LT had that knee injury, and they sat him.
And Philip Rivers had the ACL injury.
And one thing too about them
also LT didn't play; he was on the sidelines, and they were just.
Listen, as a Chiefs fan, I can't say Tony Gonzalez, and this is the reason why, because he went to the fucking Falcons. Okay, he left.
Traded him to us.
Yeah, because he wanted to leave. Tony didn't want to play for us no more. He did not want to play for us. And he went there so he could win with you guys. And I hoped you guys lost every single game. because I hated that. No, Tony Gonzalez is an amazing player. He is an absolute player. But again, I'm sorry. I'm not taking any of them off for Tony Gonzalez. Not at all. I even as a Chiefs fan, I think he was amazing. But yeah, I'm good.
I was just scrolling Twitter because I was looking to see. I saw the United thing, and then I saw that, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting to talk about."
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck him and the Falcons. And then okay, so UFC Fight Night, that is tonight. We have just a couple fights. Jeremy texted me and was like, "Hey, do you want to go? Because I guess he could get tickets." I don't really like going to fight nights or UFC fights or boxing fights, unless like I can just show up when the fight starts, the main event, and leave. Looking at the card, I didn't want to sit through fucking 4 fights. There's only two fights I care about. Valentino and Grasso, which I really don't care that much about, but Kevin Holland. I love Kevin Holland. I really love Kevin Holland. I would love to smoke a blunt with Kevin Holland. I would love to play video games with Kevin Holland. So,
Terrence Mitchell kind of looks a little bit exciting too, though. I wouldn't mind checking his fight out. I seen him interacting with some fans as I was kind of walking through the lobby, and he seems like a cool cat. So yeah, I like to kind of root for those kind of guys. So
Terrence Mitchell. He's fighting Raul Ruiz Jr.
Yeah, I believe so. So it should be a cool event. They're kind of making it like Hispanic Heritage Month, UFC Noche. So they're catering to the peeps. So I'm gonna see what else they got in store with that. Also, obviously, the Grasso Shechenko rematch. It's interesting to see if Grasso can do it again. Last time Shechenko was, I think, leading most of the way, and then just got caught at the end. So I want to see if Grasso has progressed since then, and we'll take a different approach this time. Try to push the envelope a little bit more. Maybe have Shechenko more on her heels because she's, always fiery. So that's going to be interesting as well. Other than that, I know sometimes some of the other, fights maybe that don't the better fights on the card. So, always give it a fighter's chance.
Yeah. I'm looking even at the card, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about any of these people.
But
they may have some good fights, but they just don't pique my interest enough to watch them. But I definitely like. I do. Who do you think wins the Shechenko Grasso fight? Mo?
I think he's reading.
Yes, sir.
Who do you think wins the Shank?
What happened? What you said?
Who do you think wins Valentino versus Grasso? If you're picking right now, who's your prediction?
Oh, for the main event, Grasso Shechenko.
Yep.
I think Shechenko probably edges her out. They probably have a trilogy fight in a close. Probably edges her out in a close one split decision, and then they, probably make a rematch, keep a little rivalry going. Other than that, I don't know who else would be out there contender wise that they, make a good card with.
Yeah. Nope, I agree with you. I think Shechenko wins.
Rosa's is pretty exciting too. So that.
He should be because he's only got like 8 fights, and he's already on a fight night main card. So he's got to be pretty good.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, he came out of the Contender Series and just had some pretty good knockouts. He's a young kid. I want to say he's what is it? Oh yeah, Niño Problema. I want to say he's like 23 or maybe even younger than that.
I think he lost to Christian Rodriguez in April. That was his one loss. Or what? Yeah, I remember that fight because he was undefeated at the time and they were all hyped up for him. So yeah, he is a very, very good fighter, supposedly.
He's only 18.
Yeah, he's young. He's young as shit. Because I remember when he went on the last fight when he was debuting on the card. Sam, what are your thoughts on this? Do you watch UFC?
Unfortunately, I do not watch UFC that much, so
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure. But I always like the underdog. I always like underdog stuff, so you can't go wrong with a good underdog story here.
You really can't. You're 100% right on that. 100% right on that. You ready to do Guess That Player, Sam?
Yeah, I got it up for you here.
Okay. So we got this new thing that we're gonna do. This was Sam's idea. We tried it out on Wednesday. Mo ended up getting it. So it's gonna be Guess That Player, based off of their career that he shows us, and then holy shit.
So the player I've chosen for our first one on stream has definitely been around for a while. I'm letting let them think about this one.
2005 to 2021. Rams.
Was it a punter or kicker?
Bills.
Not a punter or kicker.
Titans, Texans, Jets. Damn.
They missed the 2006-2007 season. So they must have been injured.
What? He was Rams in 2006, Bengals 2007.
Oh, okay, my bad. Okay, I got it. Okay. So he played for the Rams 2 years. Okay, got it.
Yeah, he played for the Rams for 2, Bengals for 2. He was on the Bills for a while, the Titans, Texans. He had Jets for 2 years, Buccaneers for 2, Dolphins for 2, one with the football team, and then he called it quits.
Ryan Fitzpatrick?
It is Ryan Fitzpatrick.
There we go. Let's go!
Oh, shit.
Let's go!
I specifically said football team because that's what they were when he was there.
Let's go! Immediately,
I don't know why I couldn't get that. Yeah.
I was looking at the Bills in my head. It wasn't until you clicked in and you said it, and I was like, as soon as I saw the Bills, I was like, Bills, Titans, Texans, Jets.
You needed someone just to read it at that point.
Yeah, but as soon as I was like, but I remembered Miami, 19 and 20.
Man,
because of Tua. Because of Tua. He started over Tua. I remember
He literally did that shit with the Manning brothers on the simulcast on Monday. He ran through all his 9 teams, and I fucking listened to it too.
Yeah, that's actually why I picked him too. I saw he was on the Manning cast, and I was like, "Oh, Ryan Fitzpatrick."
I think starting with the Rams threw me off.
They did. It threw me the fuck off because I forgot. I didn't remember him on the Rams or Bengals.
No,
I don't remember him on either one of them.
Went to the Bengals, and then his career really took off with Buffalo.
Yeah, so my process of elimination was that's why I was like, okay, that's a long career, so it's most likely a punter or kicker. I know it's or it could have been like a receiver, but then once we went through, I'm like, okay, that's got to be a backup quarterback. That's got to be somebody that's set for a minute to be on that many fucking teams.
Yeah, so I thought Ryan Fitzpatrick would be a good first one. Next week, I think we get 2, and maybe I can make get a grid ready for us.
Oh, as well, okay. So wait, let's talk about that. So there is no podcast next week.
Yeah.
There's no podcast for 2 weeks, 2 Saturdays. I will be in Cabo.
Nice.
What time do we leave tomorrow? Is that next Saturday, babe?
Like early in the morning, like 6.
Yeah.
We're on the airplane, so we have to be like down there at like 4, I think.
So we're going to Cabo for our anniversary because our anniversary was 9/10. So we're going to Cabo.
Congrats.
Yeah. So we'll be gone. Yeah.
I'll be gone too.
Thank you.
Next Saturday, I'll be going to Dana's wedding in Tennessee.
See, okay. So the next 2 Saturdays there will be no podcast, unless
next
Jeremy
Saturday,
wants to do it.
I may be at the University of Tennessee football game, so maybe I'll try to get some.
If you get some video, definitely get some video, and you can share. Definitely
some tailgate experience in the SEC.
Yeah, that'd be lovely. And then, but there will still be videos going up. So what we'll do this Wednesday, we'll do our picks. But we'll have to do picks for week 3 and week 4.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. And then I'll schedule those to go up. And then maybe we'll just talk about some other shit, whatever we want to talk about. And then, so yeah, but yeah, I'll be on the beach drinking Mai Tais. I'll be sending y'all motherfuckers pictures.
Hey, you got to enjoy that stuff.
Let you know.
Yeah.
And,
so we want to see some Cabo on the Discord.
Yeah, I'll definitely send you some pictures. Alyssa wants to go swim with the dolphins, so we'll find out about that. We're also supposed to go ziplining. I know they have ziplining there, so I can't wait. So yeah, next 2 Saturdays, no podcast. We will be back if I can talk On October 7th will be the next podcast we have. So by then we will have tons of football to talk about and tons of shit to talk about. Yeah, tons of shit. Anybody want to say anything before we hop off?
I got nothing.
If anybody is in the YouTube, my son, he's got his channel, Plushdom. Check him out. He does, kid videos.
What is it?
If you guys want to give him a look-see.
Wait, hold on. What's the name of it?
Plushdom.
How do you spell it?
PLUSHDOM.
TOM?
DOM.
Does he have?
He makes silly videos with plush toys, and kind of it's on the latest YouTube trends and kind of remixes his own little deals there. So if anybody's into that, or
we got it, we got him up. He's got some plush stuff. Let's just look at some shorts. Tell him not to fucking copyright us, okay?
Yeah, he just went over 200 subscribers over the week, so got a little traction going. So if you're into that
stuff. That's kind of funny. Which one is this? Which one of your sons? The younger one or the older one? Mo, is it the younger or older son?
What's your name? Broccoli?
Hello.
Ray, come here.
That's weird. Thanks. You. What's your name? Samantha.
We added a subscribe to him. Is it your younger son or older son?
Yeah, it was those.
Okay.
Huh?
This is really good. Is he doing?
I think that one got a little bit of.
Yeah, hold on.
My bad. It's cutting in and out right now. I didn't really hear what you said. Oh, he's getting pretty nice with the editing. Practices it. So maybe he can do some stuff for us.
Definitely. So make sure you guys go check him out because it's very good. This is his channel right here. We just added subscribe to him. Bam, bam, bam.
This is
30 videos in.
Ray, would like.
There he goes.
So give him some love.
Yes, give him some love. There he goes. Hey, your stuff is good. Very, very good. We shouted you out. All right. So everybody.
Hopefully, he can retire his pops at one point.
I don't know. Yeah. We're staying at a resort the whole time for it. Inclusive resort. I don't know what the fuck we'll be doing. We'll be looking at it. I'm gonna let y'all know right now. I'm one of those motherfuckers when we go out of the country. I'm scary because I don't be knowing what the fuck be going on. So I be extra cautious because I don't want to end up at somebody's pinata. Or end up in a Mexican jail or something like that for doing something stupid.
Yeah, especially nowadays. I think it's probably best you stay by the resort.
I'd be extra
outside
cautious.
In the peripheries. There'd be some other ish going on.
What's the appeal of staying in a resort? So when you're in an all-inclusive resort,
the all-inclusive, I would say, would be the deal.
So you get your food. You technically don't really have to leave the resort. You could go to the resort, like the concierge, and set up your off the resort stuff. So if they have a zip line thing that you want to go to, you could go to them and they can set it up for you, tell you the good ones that to go to. But a lot of people just chill on the beach and do whatever they have at the resort. So you'll have the beach near the resort, or it'll be a private beach for the resort. You'll have pools. You'll probably have workouts, tennis. They'll probably have meeting rooms. There's a whole bunch of stuff that they do on the resort. This is the first time I've been to Cabo, but her mom goes all the time. But it's basically for the beach and the food, and that way you're protected. Because when you go to certain places, you don't know 100% the laws and what goes on, and you want to make sure that you're safe and you're in a good place.
Yeah.
No. So when you go there, you'll find shit because there'll be people that can drink. It's a lot of people there. So you could find other stuff. They make
it like a party, I think.
Have you
at the resort?
Watch the movie Couples Retreat at the resort. There you go. That's the easiest one for me to. If you've seen the movie Couples Retreat, they all go to a resort. That's an all-inclusive resort. That's the easiest way for me to do it. For me to say it. But yeah, it's fun. I've been to one before, and I had a blast. So I've never been to this one, but I've been to one before, and it's fun. What's up Above the Ring? Make sure you guys go check them out. They are a wrestling podcast type show. Their shit is amazing. Some of it's funny. None of it's offensive. Have fun. Good on you. I never saw the appeal, so no problem. No problem. It's if you like to travel, it's very, very fun. If you don't like to travel, like I don't like to go to the beach unless I'm going out of town overseas. You will rarely ever catch me at a California beach. But if I go to the Bahamas or if I go any other,
I'm doing Connecticut beach.
I don't know about that. I don't even.
Beach in Connecticut.
I don't know about that. No, I don't know about that. We gotta plan something. We somehow got to get out there and see Sam. Just got back from Amsterdam, Poland, Germany. God. Okay, so are you a backpacker? Do you be staying in hostels? Do you be playing with your life like that? Because that sounds like a backpack hostel adventure. Backpack, fuck that. Okay, I'm just making sure. 3-star hotels enough. Okay, I'm just checking.
You gotta go for the hotels enough.
I'm just checking. You know, some people you got to question nowadays. You just said a whole bunch of countries. I mean, I would go to Amsterdam, probably go to Poland, Germany. Yeah, I would go to all these places. So yeah, you know, I don't know. All right,
Chechnya, that might be one to think about.
You're 100% right on that, but I would still probably go. All right, anybody got anything else that they want to say before we jump off?
No.
All right, I hope everybody has a wonderful day, great weekend. Have fun watching sports, and we will see you guys in
2 weeks.
Saturdays.
Safe travels.
Yes.
Yeah, safe travel.
Thank you.